This is what neighbors hear sometimes as late as 11 p.m. coming from this nondescript warehouse in East Hollywood. According to some neighbors, it's used by rapper Ye, also known as Kanye West.
Guys, Kanye West owns a warehouse in Los Angeles, and I guess there's like all kinds of creepy shit happening. So much so that it's received 7 complaints in the last year. You can hear chanting from this warehouse. There's swastikas painted, and it's right across the street from a school. Let's get into this. So I guess the neighbors are complaining of loud music, strange behavior at Kanye West's warehouse. So a warehouse in Los Angeles said to be owned by Ye, also known as Kanye West, is drawing ire attention from nearby residents. Neighbors told KTLA on Wednesday that the nondescript white building on the corner of Beverly Boulevard and Kingsley Drive in East Hollywood may appear to be just that. But Ye has been throwing parties, holding rehearsals, casting calls at that location for the last few months.
They put up metal walls now. We don't really know what's going on.
But many can hear the noise coming from behind the gate, which they say is blaring on loudspeakers.
It sounds like there's like raves and concerts here on the weekends, and then in the weekdays there's been noises, there's been groups of men doing like push-ups and exercises over here, and you can hear music like blaring from the parking lot.
Is it a problem for the neighborhood?
It can be. I mean, it's noisy at night.
Last month, a flyer with Ye's name on it was circulated, seeking all male volunteers for a hooligan choir. In bold letters, it read, quote, "No fat people and must be comfortable wearing swastikas," and had this location listed. Police were also called out to the area, which is near Kingsley and Beverly, after a swastika was spray painted on the white walls of the building.
They put up metal walls, so we don't know what's going on. This is what a nearby person is saying. Then we heard chanting of only men dressed in black. It's been weird to see. Chanting of men dressed in black. So the Los Angeles Police Department confirmed to KTLA that they have received 7 noise complaints from the location since the beginning of the year. The department also said the officers did respond to the building for a report of a swastika being painted on the side of it. However, they were unable to verify the date of that call. How are you unable to verify the date? Like, they're just supposed to keep track of this shit. I don't believe that. People can pull 911 calls on properties. I mean, you can get a dispatch report. That's part of FOIA. This is all public information, okay? So if you're in that area and if you're struggling with Kanye and his loud chanting or whatever, feel free to ask for a report. Feel free to, find out what the hell is going on. Let's keep going. However, they were unable to verify the date of the call, but did know that a hate crime report was taken. So they took a hate crime report. A painted swastika on a building is definitely a hate crime on the side of the building. Okay? So, I mean, what do you make of that? No arrests have been made and no further action has been taken due to the sporadic nature of incidences, the LAPD said. Although no violent crimes have been reported, neighbors are skeptical of the controversy surrounding their new neighbor, Ye, such as his open support for Nazis and recent claim that he engaged in oral sex with his cousin starting at. Y'all, I mean, what do you guys make of that? It's across the street from a school. So the building is across the street from a school, guys. Keep that in mind. And they got a whole swastika painted there.
It's just across the street from a school, and I don't think kids should necessarily deal with that imagery, especially if they don't understand what those things mean. And
I immediately made the correlation to Kanye, and we also saw police there when we saw the swastika, so we knew it was being taken care of.
Ye has been accused of making anti-Semitic comments before, but it's not clear who was responsible for this incident. A hate crime report was taken.
Other neighbors, however, don't seem to be as affected by the rapper's presence. I have no idea what the building is. It's a mystery to me. This is what someone said. I would say the noise bothers my neighbors, but it's the kind of music I personally listen to. But it's pretty loud at night. But it's like, girl, like you listening to Kanye while he's in his swastika era. This is too much. That's too much, my friends. That is too much. I think the biggest thing here is that it seems like celebrities can get away with everything, right? So they've been to the building 7 times, or at least responded, or at least had 7 calls. What looks to be very concerning things, whether it's noise, chanting, swastikas. There's a school, it's in the middle of a neighborhood, right? Clearly, where kids can see what's going on, and people get curious about what's going on. I mean, do people go and inspect this building? Are people taking anything serious? Because let me just say this, look, if this man is holding rehearsals or music or whatever the hell he's doing there, he's in his every right. But I'm pretty sure that there's like a noise level complaint. I'm pretty sure that, things, people have to comply with things that they do. And clearly, this is the area where Kanye does his little gatherings, because he's posted the address on Twitter looking for people, to come over for auditions. Like, it just doesn't seem like a very safe thing. And who's inspecting? Who's checking? I think depending on what neighborhood you live or what, typically people are very quick to shut shit down when noise is too loud. I don't know why LA is any different. If anything, it should be more restricted. That's just my thought on that, as far as the noise complaints. But you also have schools there. Like, it's one thing if they lock themselves away in a building, but don't be pulling swastikas and doing all kinds of crap outside of that, so the kids can get curious and go see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.